Welcome, FlipoClock fans. This is not something you're going to see every day in FlipoClock fans studio. It's a clock featuring Miffy. Who's Miffy? The character Miffy turned 70 years old this year. Miffy is a fictitious rabbit featured in a series of children's books drawn and written by Dutch artist Bruna starting in 1955. In spite of looking similar to Hello Kitty, a creation of Japan, Miffy preceded the kitty by almost 20 years. And while a Dutch creation, Miffy remains popular in Japan as well as the United States and many other countries. The first Miffy book was produced in 1955, and more than 30 others followed with the sales of over 100 million copies. In addition, Miffy has been featured in 4 different television series, as well as items such as clothes, toys, and obviously a flip clock. In 2013, a feature-length film, Miffy the Movie, was released in theaters in the Netherlands. On the clock, you'll see the names Mercy BV and Studio Clip. Mercy BV is a Dutch company founded in 1971 by Bruna and is best known for owning the rights to Miffy. Studio Clip, which partnered with Mercy's BV to market the flip clock, is a Japanese entity that has a wide variety of products for sale online and in their stores in Japan. And there you see the clock is quite a loud flipper on the hour. I do appreciate Elijah sending this clock in so we could take a look at it. So you look it over, it's kind of a plain Jane shape there. It says ADR001, made in China, designed in Japan. I think that's for some street cred. Now this is different. I have never seen this. So you look at that device, you say, what would that be for? And we get in here and it's pretty obvious that it's going to be used to advance the clock. Again, that's something I've never seen before. I think that's kind of interesting. The clock itself, it's light. The minutes flip quietly, very quietly in fact. So already that reminds me of a Twemco flip clock. It's like octagonal shaped there to fit in there. And it seems to function just fine. It flips well. We're going to take a closer look at the internals of this clock so I can show you why I think it's very much like a Twemco. Maybe just a knockoff. It's real easy to get into the clock initially. And right away you can see the similarities to the Twemco. You've got the minutes over here controlled by a quartz mechanism. If you put your ear up to it, you can actually hear it ticking. We will show you how this works. So you see that right there? The hours are going to advance. To me, it reminds me of a trigger or a hammer of a gun being drawn back and then releasing. So you can see, there it goes, it starts to pull back and then it throws forward, and that advances the hours. And that is definitely like a Twemco. Now the Twemcos, you can advance the hours separately, which often causes people to mess up their clock. You're not supposed to advance it until it's after 00 and before like 40. This one doesn't allow you to do that. Now what I'm looking at is this face here. That would have to come off if you were going to separate the screws to get the mechanism off completely. And I have a feeling that would probably damage this face. It was probably glued on there. I'm not going to mess with that. So it's lightweight. You can tell the plastic isn't as strong as the Twemco, but it functions. It's not a bad little clock, really. Now look at this. I thought I was going to have to polish up the front. But look at that. Whoever owned this before, and it was a used clock, just left that plastic on there. There's a perfectly perfect clock under there. So we'll let the owner, if they want that off, I would take it off. Well, there it is. A Miffy clock. ADR001, made in China. Now, I doubt that I'm going to get into Miffy, but who knows? Well, thanks for taking the time.